Right everyone, welcome to the new vlog. We're at British Touring Cars this weekend in Brands Hatch, where I'm showing you all the behind the scenes of what goes on a race weekend. It's not going my way, not having a good weekend again, so tune in to see what happens. And thank you for all the new subscribers recently. Channel's gone a lot bigger, so I really appreciate it. And if you like the video, give it a like and a comment, and hope you enjoy. Right everyone, race weekend starts today, Thursday morning. We're at the airfield to do the shakedown this morning with the cars, so just getting ready. And this morning the shakedown's quite important because after Donington there was a lot of damage to the car, a lot more than what we expected, unfortunately. So I'll get Lee to explain what's new on the car for this weekend, but got to go steady this morning, give it a spanner check. Everything looks perfect. Pretty much it's a brand new car again. So yeah, main thing this morning is check everything's okay for the test on Saturday. Right, hang on. So I spoke to you about the damage. So Lee, my number one, right, go and give us a bit of a list of what we've changed, what you've changed.
Front frame, rear air jacks, front wishbones, rear wishbones, we pretty much all the bodywork, splitter, front crash bar,
rear crash box,
that's about it.
Right,
I don't think
okay.
there's much left to change.
Yeah, so basically not a good situation. Chris is, oh no, hang on, go back to that.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't know if you can see this.
That's actually ripped the air jack right out. Like, see us pull the air jack back.
I'll see if I can get some of them images on the vlog while we're talking, but yeah, not good. But just done shakedown. The car is spot on. Done a couple of practice starts. Like I say, a lot of it is brand new, so done a great job. Everything feels normal, so yeah, on to Brands now. Right, so I'm just staying at Silverstone tonight before I go down to Brands tomorrow morning. So I've just come to the gym, and then look how cool this is. So literally being on treadmill, doing loads of different bits. And there's a Mercedes F1 car going around the national circuit as I'm training. So hang on. So literally you can see it when you're on a treadmill. And they've taken like a big truck onto the circuit to wet it all, so God knows what they're doing. I don't know who it is in there. It looks like George Russell's helmet, but presuming not. But yeah, imagine renting Silverstone out for one car and then just wet it, do a bit of wet testing. That'd be nice. Right, so just finished being at the gym. I went to the spa and the pool, which is nice. I'm staying at the Escapade again at Silverstone. I get a really good rate here, which is why I'm staying here. It's absolutely perfect, to be honest, because our shakedown is at an airfield 5 minutes away from Silverstone, and then we're done at 10 AM, so you're kind of left with nothing to do. So this is a perfect place to stay rather than going all the way up home and travelling down 4.5 hours to Brands. It makes no sense. So stay here, got some work done, nice little space to get some work done, and then come back. I've even brought all my food this time, so like Greek yogurt, strawberries, honey, protein, got my vitamins. So just doing that. So yeah, it's ideal, and then I'll set off first thing in the morning to Brands Hatch. So it's perfect, to be honest. And tomorrow we're doing a podcast. I'll tell you more about it in the morning, but something a little bit different tomorrow. But we've got that. Otherwise, it's pretty standard start to the weekend. I tell you what, there's some days we're racing where you get smashed off, sponsorship's a nightmare, damage bills, stuff like that, and it's hard work. But other days like today, and it's like, it's nice, good day today. You lucky little right. So just been to a podcast in Brentwood with Matt Sello.
How you doing?
So yeah, so we've just done a podcast, me, myself, Chris and Pete. Really good podcast, talked about pretty much everything about racing craze. YouTube channel is unlocked, and I'll do a little tag in the caption if you want to take a look as well. So all done with that now, and then we're on the way to Brands Hatch. So we're at Brands now, it's getting intense. Come on, come on! gonna get it. Oh, go on! Come on! Oh! Go on, Gary. Right, so we're just doing a track walk with the team. All the guys here, obviously Chris, engineer Tom, Matt, Neil's helping us out. This is a bit of a interesting one. So they've resurfaced pretty much all the way to the outside of Surtees. So they've resurfaced this in the past through Graham Hill, and it's made a massive difference to the grip. Even walking on it now, it feels mega grippy. So this can put a bit of a spanner in the works with the setup. So this will be interesting tomorrow morning. Heading out. Alright, morning everyone. Saturday morning, ready for quali day. I know I showed you the views the views at Silverstone the other day, but check out these views. Look at that. Oh, look at that. I can even see the truck and everything. That'll be a bit of Premier Inn Dartford. Right, so obviously Saturday morning, as you can see, all the boys are all ready. We've had driver's briefing, we've done the breathalyzer, so that's all done. Passed it, so that's good. And we've got 2 practice quali today. Quite a lot's changed. Apparently the new surface, the new tarmac on the circuit is really slippy. It felt ridiculously grippy walking on it yesterday. And when they resurfaced the track here a few years back around Graham Hill, like, it was massively grippy. Like, the lap times were half second quicker. But apparently it's the opposite, so it should be really interesting to see what it's going to be like right round Graham Hill Bend. It's going to be mega grippy into the final section of the circuit, then it's going to be slippy. So yeah, we'll see what that's like. We've got quite a bit to try. A little bit of a nightmare with tyres here. We're very limited of what we got in free practice 1 and 2. So yeah, going to be an interesting, challenging day. And then we've got new boarding there this weekend, so it's not yet complete, but looking really cool. Done a great job of it. Josh,
Get my way, man.
so yeah, really good job of it, and yeah, see how we get on. Right then, so we're finished FP1, we were P14. A lot of stuff to change, to be honest. Chris went really well. He was, I think, P5, and we had quite a few bits different on the car to Chris. We wanted to try a few bits out. Tom, who's my engineer, used to work at Team Dynamics, and there was a couple of bits that they used to run on the Honda that we thought might be worth a try. Didn't quite work out, had a horrible snap into paddock, which was then making me brake really early. A couple of other bits, so a few big changes, and then we go again. Obviously what Chris has got is working nicely, so quite a few bits on the data that we can find. So yeah, just big setup change, and then we go again. But everything else was all good. The car feels normal after all the rebuild and all the new parts, which is mega. And yeah, see how we got on in the next one. Right, so a little bit delayed doing this, but we're nearly starting for quali. In FP2 the car was much better. We were P7. Chris was P1. Mine was a bit of a scruffy lap on the soft tyres. Made a couple of tweaks to the car, a couple of tweaks in my head because it wasn't the best lap. And yeah, see what we got. We're obviously in a decent place, being right up there. So yeah, we're all ready. We've got 14 minutes to go, and we're in the first group, which is quite a tough group. But obviously Chris, Ingram, Sutton, Chilton. So yeah, obviously really want to make Q3, and yeah, see what we've got. Right, so just finished quali, got to Q2, was P4 and Q1, got to Q2 and just missed out on Q3 by a 10, so we're P8, so decent job. There was more in the car, more in me, but yeah, really solid, P8, but obviously very close around here. then we're just watching watching the Q3 times, and the BMWs are very quick, very. Right, so we've all got to do a test on the regs. So we've got 14 questions, and
I'm feeling quite confident about it.
it's like being at school. None of us have cheated or asked anyone else. So.
I just wanted to make sure I.
I think I am. I feel confident.
What do you put for number 10?
I'm nowhere.
What do you put for 10?
2 car lengths. I definitely got that right.
So Lee's kindly volunteered to explain. So after quali, the guys from Touring Cars select people at random to do some checks for scrutineering, and we've had to get our gearbox out. So what have they checked?
So what
You got to nail it first time. Don't be nervous.
No. I won't be. So they take the cluster out, and they just check the numbers, and they make sure they correspond with a list of the gears that we're allowed to use. Also check the diff, pull the diff out, and then they check that as well, that the ramps are ones that we're allowed to use, and they're not nothing's.
Okay, so it's quite a big job, but we get ours out anyway, don't we?
We take ours out anyway on a Saturday just to check, make sure there's no wear and tear on the gears and things like that.
Yeah.
And
so,
we do the oil.
Alright, perfect. Cheers, mate. So, yeah, obviously they do the standard checks that everyone sees on TV, like the ride height, but then they will select people at random to do some more in-depth checks with the gearbox, engine, you know, whatever they choose at random, obviously to make sure everyone's sticking to the rules. So they've done all that, we're all finished, been through the data, we've got a plan for the morning, so I'm getting out of here. Right, so we're on race day, obviously gorgeous weather, and feeling good this morning, feeling good. I'm just hoping we have a good day. Everything's good. We're doing the job that we should be doing. We're about where we should be at this time of the season. P8's a good position, definitely race from there. And yeah, just hope we have a solid day. None of the that we had from Donington. Oh, track's busy. I think that's the first time I've ever seen like proper road sweepers on a circuit. Fair play. So yeah, just hoping we have a good day. It looks absolutely rammed already. Queuing in, and yeah, just stay out of trouble. We're gonna go, the option tyre today is hards. So we've got running soft tyres in 2 of the races, hard in 1 of the races. We're gonna go softs for the first race, just because I wanna give myself the best chance possible, just to get a solid start of the day. I know some people, if it was later in the season, we were having a good season, everything was going well, I'd go hard, get it out the way and then risk it, but we're gonna go softs to just give myself the best chance possible and yeah, get a solid start. So yeah, it's all gonna yeah, it's just talking now, sorry. Right guys, so just done my breathalyzer, we're in the touring car awning, and I've just sat with Alex. Alex is working with Dr. Trafford, who is the Chief Medical Officer for the Championship in general, and Alex is doing some research, and just get the pictures up again, Alex, of the sensors. So these sensors, what did they measure?
G-force.
The G-force. Just get the actual sensor picture up.
Sensor, and this is on the back of your car.
So this little sensor here is on the back of my seat, and we're just going through the incident at Donington after the 3rd race. So when I got sent off, so Alex had just asked me, was I okay? Which I was fine, but can you get the graphs up and just tell the guys what happened?
So this blue line is the Z-axis for the G-force sensors. It measures G-force going up and down. So we have a 38 G impact going upwards and then a 25 G impact going straight down again.
Yeah.
It's trying to see how will this affect you as a driver. Can we see what predictions, what are we able to do with it basically.
Yeah.
We also got some sensors up on the seats, as you said, and this got a different reading. This is not corrected for the angle of the sensors because that's also differentiating. But we got this data, we got them on all cars.
Yeah.
And we want to see how much of this is useful can we get this later on in the season? Can we get live data? So if someone goes off track, if something happens to them, can the guys already know before they come to you?
Yeah. So they can like preempt it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So absolutely mental that it was. I mean, it explains why there was so much damage. But can we just get the onboard up for a second, please? This is coming out of the old hairpin into the kink left up the hill. So this is where I got pushed wide onto the grass, and then basically the grass is uneven, so a little hit there and then a massive smack there. So the second hit was the one which was the 30G impact. So we just show that again. So that's what did all of the damage. And it felt like a lot on the car, but actually, you know, there was no injury or anything like that. But if we try pause this at the right time, that second impact, that is not a good sign when you can just see sky. So yeah, actually, so it's quite interesting. Well, I found it interesting anyway after the circuit having such a big impact. So I had a crash years ago at Alton. Yeah. I don't mention that often. But that was 52G impact when someone hit me. But I can't believe that was that. So yeah. Anyway, interesting. Cheers, mate. Right then. So obviously my mum's on every vlog, most of it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So funny story, obviously. So yesterday, I was in the debrief after FP2. So we got all the data engineers, our engineers, the engine engineers, all the drivers. 9 of us in the office. I had a missed call from my mum. She's at Blue Water. Right, yeah. Shopping. And then didn't answer. And then she rang me again 5 minutes later. I thought, best check if she's alright. She might be stuck there or something. So I answered. I said, Mum, is it urgent? She was out of breath. She said, yeah, it is urgent. I was like, right, okay. She said, they haven't got any black chino shorts in Zara, so I'm gonna go to M&S.
Yes. Yeah.
So it was important, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, very, very, yes, because you wanted some shorts, so I had to ring you and ask because you didn't have any, so yeah, that was very important.
So yeah, she interrupted the whole debrief about some shorts at M&S.
Yeah.
You got me some, didn't you?
I got him some, yeah. Yeah, they come in handy today, didn't they?
Yeah, they're too small.
Too small, but never mind.
Right, so all ready for race 1. Cars are ready to go. Got about, well, 7 minutes actually. Let's get ready. Yeah, wish me luck. So finished race 1. It was a good race. We got up to P7. Had a good start. The car wasn't the best. They could definitely improve it. But me being an idiot, I was a little bit over on the grid box, and I got a 5-second penalty. So luckily, to be honest, it put us P9. So I'll just show you this. So yeah, we were P9, which was a shame because raced really well. I don't know whether you'll see this. So you can see my front spoilers just in front. So unfortunately that put me back after what was a good race, but gonna change the car quite a bit for race 2. Just too pushy. And the guys now are having a bit of a debate about tyres. I had a lot of understeer, but there's something really weird happening with my front tyre. As you can see, the guys are talking through that. So yeah, decent start to the day, but could do better. Right, so we've made all the decisions for race 2. We've found a bit of an issue, which I did just film, but I've been told I need to cut that out because we don't want to give anyone any information, so sorry about that. But basically we found something that would explain why we've been struggling. So we've gone quite aggressive for this second race, starting 9th, and we have the option to run the hard tyre or the soft. I'm gonna go for the soft again, just because I just want to keep giving myself the best chance possible to move forward. So here we've got Hill, Rainford and Ingram, obviously the top 3. they have to start on hards. They've got less boost, and then there's Morgan, Camish, Doble, De Leon, Osborne, and then myself. So yeah, the car's going to be in a better place. We found a good bit, and yeah, just head down again and don't go over on the start line. He's laughing at me. Right, so we're only 6 minutes away from pit lane opening. As you can see, the guys are still working on the car. They've had a lot to do within like an hour. A lot of changes, so we'll be ready. So yeah, fingers crossed, try to stay in a good match this time. Yeah, so finish race 2. My luck is not going well still. So I had an average start, I lost a couple of places and then got caught out at a big moment, so lost to quite a few places, but then the car was mega quick, going really well, and then on a lap, it's like 3 or 4 cars in front of me all coming together. It was a complete mess. There's cars on the grass on the left, looked like they were going to be a big crash, went to the right, which was a clear side, and then the cars on the left then took me out on the right, so straight over the grass. I had a load of grass in the radiator, so I had to come into the pits to clean it, otherwise the engine would have blown, and then we were lapped down. So no, honestly, look. Right, so we've got the team debrief after race 2, and they've sacked me, so I'm doing something useful today. I'm just helping with the washing up for the rest of the day. Something productive. Right, so we've got 6 minutes until the 3rd race, and made all the changes. We're on a hard tyre, so this is going to be a long race for me. The temperatures dropped massively, so I think my car's going to be very loose for this on the hard tyre, but yeah, see how we go. So we just finished race 3, tough race. It was as expected really, starting on the hard tyres. We had Doble, pretty comparable with pace, but yeah, always difficult when you're at the back on hard tyres, and a lot of people were on softs. I think I finished 20th, 21st, so not a good day. Not a good day. I mean, relatively in one piece, but yeah. Right, so that's the weekend over. Monday now, so calm down a little bit after yesterday. Obviously not the best race day, no, bit of a nightmare. If I'm gonna be like brutal with myself as well, like, you know, for race 1 over the line in my grid box, if I hadn't have done that, we would have started 7th in the 2nd race, which would have been a much better position. I could have kept out of trouble. You know, the incident might not have happened in race 2. If shoulda, woulda, couldas and buts and stuff. Like, I raced really well in race 1 with the issues that I had with the tyre. To finish 7th, it was good. Obviously qualifying 8th, the pace of the car is good. Snetterson's in 2 weeks. I really hope we'll be trying to qualify in the top 5 for that. So the pace isn't an issue. Obviously it's just not gone my way. Donington was a disaster. This has been a disaster. Yeah, I just need, Sunday needs to go well. The pace is good, and yeah, that's about it really. I'm gonna try get the footage of the incident in race 2 and do like a bit of a review and show you what happened and the decisions I have to make in a very small amount of time, just to show you what's going on. So keep an eye out for that, and thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I've just reviewed it all now, sent it all through it. I think it's a good vlog, but I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a comment, and yeah, just fingers crossed things change soon. See you next time.